He comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Harris returning. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their do-it-all quarterback in his 5th season now for BYU. It's Taysom Hill.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play fake, Hill. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Runs over him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Hill. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline, taking themselves and expressing, just keep doing it. We're doing pretty well. I bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. scoring the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's a good one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. First carry now for Trey Sermon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Oh, you ain't seen it like that before.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. 80!
Sermon now on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Ayuk. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Hill. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Hill. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Here's Hill. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, look at the juke. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw, Hill. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Hill. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, another shot for Sermon. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff, Sermon, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On the handoff, Sermon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the gun, Sermon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 on a 49er first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. They run. Here's Sermon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Zach Bond there on the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ross Dwelling. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Hill looks to throw. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
Let's go.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's Hill. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To the air again, Hill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second down and goal. Hill. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now Hill on third and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Webster. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, timing is everything. I really like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a day it's been so far. This, the 3rd of our Saturday triple header. 3 more to come tomorrow as the NFL playoffs are officially underway. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Hill. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's James returning. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another carry here for the fullback Juszczyk. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Garoppolo now. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as he moves the chains as well.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Sack City.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Boom! That's all day.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right around the midfield stripe. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Hill. Flushed out right. He's got room to run past the 20. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hill on first down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ty Montgomery, 64 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And the next-gen stats are going to show us the total distance he covered there, better than 70 yards. Lutz good on the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security. And none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. And Rudolph has it left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 2nd and very short, Hill. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Hill looking to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now James returning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Hey, that's all day, baby. You're shot.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Hill. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Hill. up by Montgomery. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hill now to throw. He gets it to Thomas.
Right there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd and inches, Hill. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Throwing again is Hill. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw is Hill. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. A give. This is Montgomery. Uses the stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Montgomery. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure, but that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And Thomas has it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 24-21, 2:19 to play. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Garoppolo going for Hurd on the deep ball. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Jalen Hurd, 48 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now all the focus shifts over to the Saints, trailing by 4. A minute 35 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Hill.
Pass complete to Harris.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Pass complete. It's Scott.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Hill. He's got the first step, fighting through it. He's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now it's Hill. And that is caught on the right side.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one and the call.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
When you talk about making winning plays, that